Widely regarded as one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, Margot Robbie is as well known for her acting prowess as she is for her looks. But has the Barbie star ever had plastic surgery? This is Margot Robbie today, and this is Margot Robbie in 2009. Make sure to watch till the end of this video to find out which procedures Margot Robbie may have had over the years. In 2009, at the age of 19, Margot has an M-shaped hairline. You can see that the upper third of her face is taller than the middle and the lower thirds. She has a natural eyebrow arch, and the lateral canthus of her eye is elevated above the height of the medial canthus, which is very youthful and natural. Margot also has infrabrow fullness and very nice supratarsal show. Both of those elements allow her eyes to really stand out. Margot has a relatively small nose for her face and full lips. She has a short philtrum and she has upper tooth show. Margot also has strong bone structure, and this is very common in Hollywood, as we've talked about in many other videos. In 2010, at the age of 20, what you can see here is that Margot has strong masseter muscles. They live right here. And she has prominent gonial angles. So the bottom jaw is well built, and that gives her face nice structure. And you can also see in this image the full dental show that she has on Smile. In 2011, at the age of 21, what you can appreciate here is that there's slight asymmetry where the left eyebrow and the left eye actually sit higher compared to the right side. We all have asymmetry in our faces. This is very normal. When I look at her lips, what I see is that the lower lip is fuller, almost at a 2-to-1 ratio compared to the upper lip, which is quite natural. She also has good upper lateral lip show, which really helps create a nice shape to her lips overall. In 2012, at the age of 22, what I'm seeing here is that Margot has excellent overall proportions to her face, meaning that there's harmony between the nose, the lips, the chin, the cheeks, and the forehead. All these features are nicely balanced. In 2015, at the age of 25, what I wanted to point out here is her strong bony complexion, as I previously mentioned, but it's well balanced by the softness of her infrabrow area, her nose, and her lips. That juxtaposition works very well in Margot's case. In 2016, at the age of 26, this was the year of Suicide Squad. What you can see is that Margot has excellent nasal rotation. In women, the most ideal nasolabial angle is approximately 95 to 100 degrees. The angle becomes more acute in men. And what that means is that when you look from the profile view, the nasal rotation, or the tip of the nose, is a bit elevated compared to the rest of the facial plane. And this is different in men, where usually there's a bit more of a 90-degree kind of horizontal appearance to the nose from a profile view. Margot also has a slight nasal dorsal hump. And note the balance here between her chin projection and the nasal tip. This works very much in her favor. And sometimes when people feel that their nose is too big, it's actually because their chin is recessed. And bringing the chin forward with a chin implant or a genioplasty can help bring the nose and the chin into better balance. In 2019, at the age of 29, it looks to me like Margot may have started Botox injections around this time, to the usual areas, the forehead, the glabella, and the crow's feet. When we hit our late 20s, that's when the lines of the forehead, the area between the eyebrows, and on the side of our eyes start to get a bit more etched in. You can see those lines even when people are not animating. And that's a common time for people to start Botox these days. It used to not be the case. Usually people started in their 30s, 40s. But nowadays, people in their late 20s are starting to get Botox injections as a way to prejuvenate or to avoid having etched in lines over time. In 2020, at the age of 30, it looks to me like Margot may have had a surgical procedure. And when I look closely at the mid-face area, there's a sunken in element to the mid-face underneath her cheekbones and this is the buccal fat region, so she may have had a buccal fat removal procedure around this time. Some might say, well, perhaps this was just weight loss, and while that of course is possible, usually with weight loss you'll see the effect of that throughout the entire face. But when you see a specific area that's more indented or looks a lot thinner than the surrounding areas, that's more likely to be the result of a surgical procedure. We have many videos on buccal fat removal, make sure to check them out. Let's address the elephant in the room, especially as the Barbie movie debuts. For decades, Mattel has been battered with criticism for distorting ideas of beauty. When Barbie was first released in 1959, she was sold as either a blonde or a brunette. For decades, Barbie resembled very few of the children who played with its dolls. The company has since attempted to make reparations. Today's Barbies have 35 skin tones and 9 body types. They even have an alopecia Barbie that I bought for my daughter. Hopefully, this trend towards inclusiveness and diversity continues. In 2021, at the age of 31, I see no change, and that's the same through 2023. And the total cost of these potential procedures is $35,000. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on because we'll be taking a look at Ryan Gosling soon. Since you liked this video on Margot Robbie, make sure to check out our video highlighting Ariana Grande's transformation. At the age of 19, Margot has a Margot-shaped hairline.